Hi, my name is Jake Gerard.
And I'm Mateo Chavarria.
Today in The Fan, we're going to be discussing the wilderness.
Mostly about pine cones.
Yes. Also, for all you people who love to get scared, I don't, never tried it, never will, don't care. We're going to have a segment on Panic Point.
And also, we'll be talking about the undefeated teams in the NFL.
As well, after sports, we're going to be looking at the Family Fun Night and what the canned food drive is all about. Now let's go check out Matt with Family Fun Night.
So, Ms. Robinson, why was it held?
Well, mainly we chose to hold the Family Fun Night to increase a sense of community in our schools.
What were the benefits, do you think, to the family and students?
Well, I think that it's so often that when you come to school at Franklin Academy, we expect you to work hard and give your best. And so this was a great opportunity just for the kids to come out and relax with their moms and dads and maybe see some of their teachers and some of their teachers' families.
Can you tell us a little bit about the chili cook-off?
The chili cook-off, this was our first annual chili cook-off. And we made an awesome yet very tacky trophy. And the trophy was won by one of our families.
Which event do you think was the most popular with the students?
I think most of the students really enjoyed the Bouncy House obstacle course, which you think maybe is a little old for middle schoolers or a little young for middle schoolers, but they loved it.
Who was involved in planning the Family Fun Night?
Primarily, I teach an 8th grade leadership class. They were the ones that actually planned all the events, so we got lots of help from FAPS and our administration.
So, what do you offer besides activities?
We had Kona Ice was there. We did a chili cook-off. We had a cornhole tournament and several other fun events, including the hot dog cart.
So, if you were going to expand this next year, what would you add?
I think that it would be great to have some additional food trucks that are here, like different types of food we could offer. And then we also talked about having an MC for next year, somebody to say the games will be closing and maybe do a little bit of DJing for us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Caleb Robinson, professional chicken watcher. I don't always eat cereal, but when I do, it's Wheatios. Eat Wheatios.
Now let's go check out Sam with Panic Point.
Name? Yeah, I'm Brantley. The Clowns.
Name?
Emily Mueller. Dante Forrest.
Now let's talk about what the canned food drive is all about.
Franklin Academy. Our canned food drive begins next week. Let's listen to a challenge issued by previous homeroom winners.
Okay, I am here with the reigning canned food drive champion, and we are here today to encourage you.
That's correct.
To bring in your cans
I
for the
agree.
food drive.
I totally agree.
Okay.
And Shula's homeroom will win again. 2 consecutive years. This will be a two-peat. Okay. Does that make sense?
It does make
And
sense.
that's what's going to happen.
Okay, so
All right, go ahead.
Mr.
So,
Schuler did win last year.
Our
I would
own-
like to concede.
You had no choice. We won.
The problem is that Miss Robinson's homeroom
Lost.
had a clearer win the 2 years before he arrived.
Well, hey, that's the past.
I think the big thing here
All right, go ahead, the big
is we
thing.
are encouraging you
Yep.
to come and compete with us. Do you think you can beat us?
Which I doubt. However, this is for a great cause because
It
we
is
are
great.
helping people that are less fortunate, and so we can rally around the cause. But however, Mr. Shula's homeroom will win
Let's talk about the
because
prize.
because we T-Pain. All I do is win. The hands
Oh,
go
I have
up.
a song. No, that's my
And
song.
they stay there.
Okay, I have the whole
No,
thing.
you
Here it
don't.
goes.
No, you don't. Go
I
ahead.
just lost it.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you sure did. Yeah.
I've got it, okay. All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got cans on my mind, I can never get enough. And whenever I walk in the building, everybody's hands go up. Then they stay there, and they stay up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. That works. What are you saying? Point to. All I do is win.
No, you do not.
Okay,
I win.
There's one more segment, and
No,
that
one
is
more
the
second.
prize.
The prize. What's the prize?
There is not a physical prize.
No physical prize.
Yeah, you don't like at a pizza party.
You don't?
No.
You sure?
No, you're doing this for the community.
We are doing this for the community,
But there is a prize. It's a mental prize.
a mental prize.
It is the prize of being the winner of the
mental prize? Really?
fabulous food drive.
Yeah.
Now let's go check out Christian and Mateo with the sports.
Hi, I'm Christian DiLorenzo. And I'm Mateo Chevalier. And today we're going to be talking about the undefeated teams in the NFL. One of the undefeated teams in the NFL right now is the Carolina Panthers. Last week, they were trailing the Seattle Seahawks with 36 seconds left to go, and Cam Newton threw a beautiful pass to Greg Olsen to win the game. With this win, it continues the Panthers' 5-game winning streak and are still undefeated. Now let's interview fellow Panther fan Max Upchurch on his take on the game. How do you feel about the Panther season so far?
I don't care what everyone says. I think the Panther season is going great.
Who do you think is the impact player for the Panthers right now?
The impact player on offense is Greg Olsen, and on defense, definitely Luke Kuechly.
What are your predictions for the rest of the season for the Panthers?
I think the Panthers will make the playoffs and maybe the Super Bowl.
Okay, thank you for interviewing.
Thank you.
Now let's go interview Tim Sutton about the Green Bay Packers.
Lacey does me well on my fantasy team.
Who do you think the impact player for the Packers are so far?
Aaron Rodgers.
And what are your predictions for the rest of the Packers season?
The Packers are probably, most likely are going to make the playoffs, and would see them in the NFC Championship.
Thanks.
You're welcome, Christian.
Another undefeated team in the NFL right now is the New England Patriots. This past week, the Patriots played the Indianapolis Colts in a Deflategate rematch from last year's AFC Championship. The Patriots outplayed the Colts, winning 34-27 for their 5th win in a row. Now let's interview Patriots fan Landon Brewer on what he thought about the game. Now we're here with Patriots fan Landon Brewer. How do you feel about the Patriots season so far?
I think we're doing really well this season.
Who do you think the impact player for the Patriots are so far?
Well, it's a toss-up between two players, Tom Brady, Rob Gronkowski. They're both exceedingly good.
What are your predictions for the rest of the seasons for the Pats?
My predictions is that we will make the playoffs, but I don't think we'll win another Super Bowl because we have a tough competition between the Packers and the Bengals. Pretty good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And now to the pine cones.
Oh, hello. I see you have found my pine cone collection. I was just coming to comfort them and tell them stories. But since you're here, I clearly can't do that. I bet most of you are wondering, what is a pine cone? A pine cone is a conical or rounded, woody fruit of the pine tree. It has scales that open to release the seeds. Let's explore a man who claims to have gotten traumatic brain injury from getting hit by a pine cone. The man's name was Sean Mace. It was a normal day in the San Francisco Historic Park when all of a sudden he got hit by a pine cone. I'm not talking about like this. It was a 30-pound pine cone. He's suing the U.S. government for $5 million. With more on pine cones, let's go to Mr. Bailey in the woods.
Oh, hello there. You caught me in my natural habitat. Mr. Bailey, your local 6th grade history teacher. Pine cone connoisseur. Conifers is what we call them. Conifers is what makes the world go round. They fall from trees. They are great. It shows this natural form of what gravity is. Pine cones have originated since the beginning of time. Here we are today talking about these conifers, these great things that we have been given with, that the trees produce. Oh, this pine tree here, how it gives us these very large pine cones from the sky. The Native Americans used to call these the brown rain. They would fall during the autumn season in which we would harvest to make conifer pumpkin pie. Pine cones. This is where the original PSL came from. Pine cone spice latte. Which where they pull the seeds off where the original spices come through. And they trinkle it within the coffee where it gives it its taste. There is no need to have pumpkin when we have these wonderful renewable resources called pine cones. Thank you for joining me today on this seminar about pine cones. My name is Mr. Bailey. Let's talk pine cones.
Wow, Mr. Bailey, you sure do know your conifers. Now let's look at Wallaby Will in his adventures with the pine cone.
As you can see, pine cones are not very resilient. They rely on other pine cones to support their losing weight. As you can see, the pine cone is a very peculiar creature. It resides primarily in the wildlife. And now we see the most brave pine cone make the descent of faith. It has survived! A herd of angry pine cones have gathered together to meet their fate. Unfortunately, one of the lesser pine cones has already accepted his own. And now we see one of the most elusive and rare creatures of the breed, the spotted pine cone. Now usually this would be a great success, but it is scared and doesn't know what to do. I think it might fall.